everybody, David back at Awesome Autographs and More. Today we have 2 successful return to senders, a couple of purchases, and a return to sender. Plus, open up a pack of cards that I got for Father's Day. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Start off. My return to sender is from Major League Baseball player Nick Solak. Not sure if it's an Arizona address, if I remember correctly. Yep, Goodyear, Arizona. I don't know if he's just not there, not signing anymore, or what the deal is. But the post office took 192 days to get this back to me. Not that it's that big of a deal, but I mean, really? 6 months-ish to do a return to sender? Oh well, so be it. Next up, I made a purchase from a group called Under the Radar Sports. They had a couple of cards for me that will fit into my 1990 Leaf collection, so I'll go through these one at a time. We have Mr. Gino Petralli, see if I can get them apart. Mr. Devon White. Remember watching him play quite a bit when I lived out in the Orange County area. That's a long time ago, by the way, guys. As in, I moved there about 40 years ago. Mr. Ramon Martinez. Remember watching him pitch, too. I lived in Orange County from 84 to 88, and then lived in LA County from 88 to 94. Might have been 89 and 94. I don't remember exactly when I moved. Next up, Mitch Williams. We all know what we remember him for. It's terrible when players like that get remembered for one thing. Same thing with like Bill Buckner, who was a pretty decent player, just had that one missed play. Okay, next up we have Mr. George Bell. And next is Mr. Bip Roberts, and these are all new additions to my collection. None of them are duplicates. So 7 new cards into the Leaf set. The Leaf set is now far enough along that I'm going to do a series of videos. I have them stored in binders, and it's basically broken into 4 binders. So we'll do a 4 series on where I stand. I think, I'm trying to remember, I think I have 180 cards left in a 528 card set where the players are living and I need to get them autographed. And then there are 21 players who are deceased that I do not have autograph cards for, which some of them are just, probably never going to happen. Never find one out there in the market because some of them are not going to sell. If they do, they'd be outrageous, and I won't pay that kind of money just to finish this project. So we'll go over how I lay it out in the binder when I do those videos. But last but not least in that purchase, Mr. Ricky Jordan. Didn't realize it when I bought this. I knew I didn't have the card, but I actually have a TTM request out to him, so we'll see if that comes back or not. But those are the 7 that I got through Under the Radar Sports. Next up is a TTM. This is a 1 of 4 success. I sent 3 trading cards and 1 of those generic autograph cards to Mr. Wolford. I think I've got that correct. And he returned this 1 card. I honestly don't even remember what the other cards were at this point that I sent. I don't know if he has a 1 card per request and he just keeps all the extras, or if he got confused and cards got mixed in with other cards, etc. So, Mr. Wolford, I'm very happy to have that one back for sure. And our second and last TTM of pretty much the whole week, I think. I only got the 2 because I think, if I remember correctly, Wolford came in on Monday, and this next one, came in on either Thursday or I think Friday, actually. So, been a slow week. But anyways, this is a 4 for 4 success in 97 days. Hang on a minute. Mr. Wolford was 117 days, 1 for 4. And sorry, didn't write that number of days on my little note card here, so I'm updating that to make sure I have the information. Okay, back to this person, Mr. David Sloan, formerly of the Detroit Lions, and I think he played a year or 2 with New Orleans. Towards the end of his career, he played from 95 to 2003. And we have 1, 2, kind of hard to see on the camera, but this is a fairly faded autograph. I think it's the card surface, regardless of the fact that I prepped it a bit. It didn't take the autograph that well, but good enough as far as I'm concerned. And we have this card, and I believe those were the only 3 cards of his I had, which kind of surprises me because I was actually a pretty big fan of his when he was playing. I would have expected to have kind of sucked up some more of his cards, but that's it. So I may have to get my hands on some more at a later date and send another request. But it seems like he's a good signer, at least at this point. Okay, last thing. We got a pack of 2023 Topps Series 1. Sorry, I need to do that to be able to read it. That does say 2023, right? Yep. Okay, so let's see what we got in here. Besides shreds of this plastic wrap flying all over the place. Okay, goodbye wrapper. I am not going to read through these because for the most part I cannot see them. So I will allow you to read through them as we go. It's one of those thicker, hanging packs. Retail. I guess it's a retail hanging pack. With all these new fangled ways of selling cards anymore, I don't know what's what. I don't buy them. I enjoy when, like, my daughter and son-in-law give me cards for holidays because they know I like them. And I do. And I'm glad to get some of the more, current cards. I don't buy a lot of the current cards. Ooh, Red Sox team. Yay. I actually would love to go back to the cards of the 80s and early 90s. I know most people look at that as the junk of the hobby, but to me, that's the best the cards have ever been. And different people collect different things, so hey, if this works for you, great. It's just not my thing. Now, it'll be interesting to see being a TTMer, and I assume most of the people that would be watching this video are also TTMers. If these guys, who knows when, but, some of these guys that are, currently playing, whether, 10, 15, 20 years from now, they actually do signings through the mail, or if TTMing is going to end up kind of fading away. Nice prism card. Couple stars of the MLB. I'm hoping you guys can read them, because I can't. That one I think is that Max Scherzer? Yeah, I actually got that one. 1-2 punch card with the Braves. It seems like the Braves always have the best pitching. They just kind of, when they lose one set of great pitching, they just kind of pull together another one. And they certainly have a couple of what seem to be, really great pitchers at this point. Hopefully they can keep it going. Unless, of course, you're not a Braves fan, and then you don't really care. But I am a little bit of a Braves fan. I live in the Atlanta area, so that's part of the reason. And the Braves have kind of been one of my few favorite National League teams all along. I was a Mets fan for a while, when I was younger mostly. I'm probably dragging this out way too slow, but I'm thinking I want to leave each card in place long enough for you to at least read it and know who it is, because it's the one thing I can't help you with. Short of putting every card down and picking up my magnifying glass. So one thing about the more recent years of baseball cards, especially Topps, so players' names are so small. I think I got this lined up right. There's so much stuff on the screen with the time counter and everything else. I'm never sure if I have these lined up where you're actually seeing the whole card. I think so, but last two cards here. And that takes care of things for today. I want to thank the athletes for their signatures. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry if I dragged that pack opening out a little too long. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And that's it. We'll see you next time. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.